Ladies and gentlemen, get this live set up here. So I can figure this here out. I apologize about the late notice. I was on the phone when I went over 30 minutes with my life coaches, my graduates of the life coach certification. I was answering their questions for an hour and a half. Now I'm gonna be on here answering your questions for an hour and a half. Want to pop in. Didn't get to get my small business Saturday up today, but I may get to do it after this, depending on how my body feeling. But need to check and see the topics that y'all have for the small business Saturday, so I know what to talk about. I don't have a whole lot to talk on there because it get real specific in the business side, and I only do certain types of business, so I don't do every kind of business. Setting standards and got this notification. Hey, God bless you, Nikki. Glad you could make it. Hopefully y'all not too busy on this Saturday. Becky Jade, God bless you. God bless you. She done popped in early with the. Also, Becky, now wherever you are, that $2. That's $2.40 over here. So that is something. Okay. So y'all money stronger than the U.S. money. God bless you. Shakita, God bless you. God bless you. So put the hashtag Q in front of your question. I see Ashley Beverly. Okay, I got you. Hey, just want to say I am in love with a woman's influence. It is changing my world, and I want to thank you. Hey, God bless you. That really blesses me because I was very nervous about the book. I was really nervous about the book because I wrote it, and when I finished writing, I didn't remember what I wrote. And I'm like, this just didn't feel the same writing this book. I probably wrote it in 5 or 6 days, maybe 3 days. And so that's how I write. It's just a flow. I'm letting the spirit speak through me. And I just was like, I felt like I was too real in this book. And so I really appreciate you saying that. And make sure y'all leave a 5-star review wherever you listen or read it or wherever you got it from. I forgot what I wrote in the book. I couldn't tell you anything in the book. But that's how I write. I don't write from my mind, I write from my heart, and it's just a flow. And I can't tell you anything in the book unless I look at the table of contents. And I know some people, they know what page it was on. Well, on page 72, I said, not me. What is a grown boy? A grown boy is a man, 18 or older, who still acts like a child or teenager in a lot of ways. Hello, off subject with relationships. You feel like the world want to go back to what it was. Not sure what you mean by that, but I'm good in this space right here now. Just finding the peace and the blessing and everything. But I know the money people, they ready to get back. Please have Cherie on more. I really enjoyed her being on the live with you. Hey, thank you. I told her we probably gonna do it once a month. She said she could probably do once a month. She really, something for her to step out of her comfort zone. And it's different when you get out here. You're gonna have a lot of people that appreciate it. Then you're gonna have people that got little stuff to say. I had to block a couple ladies, who mentioned her name in a light that I really didn't appreciate. And I tell people all the time, if you mention my wife, don't even have a typo. You don't even have a typo in the queen comment. If you comment on the queen, don't even have a typo. I might block you. If just one word off and it hit me the wrong way, because I can't do nothing to you in real life. So at least all I could do is hit that block button. But that one thing I don't play by. I don't play by mine. And so I had to block 3 or 4 women, who just energy came off the wrong way. I don't play by it. And so I protect her from that because this world and being out here, being a public figure, it's nasty people. People want to say stuff and take shots at you and call you out your name and criticize and critique you. Like I did an hour-long video yesterday, and I got some YouTube send the comments to my email now for some reason. And people will listen to an hour-long video and don't say anything that they got from the video, but want to critique one sentence. And I say, boy, that's the nature of people. So I shield my wife from that until she say I'm ready to go all the way out there. Coach Rod, God bless you. Hey, Brother Tony, I purchased a life coach certification yesterday. I will be joining my mentor when I complete the program. Stay blessed. Hey, God bless you, brother. My mentor gonna bless you. Panaka, God bless you. A woman's influence. Thank you for that blessing. You got the book and you sent me a blessing. A woman's influence has blessed me. I have the audio on repeat, and the hard copy of the book is on its way. You and Queen Cherie have blessed me, and this money is for her, by the way. Hey, thank you. I'm thanking you sending me a blessing. I'm gonna send it to her. I sent her y'all blessings, because some of y'all sent her a blessing to my cash out, and you can ask her next time she get on here. I literally cashed out it to her. Nikki, God bless you. I have a question about defining my niche as a coach, but it's an elaborate question. Is there an email I can send this question to? Just want to clarify something. Well, Nikki, you just mentioned the coach Q&A. So pay attention to your email. We just did a Q&A. So for the elaborate questions, I do a Q&A for the coaches every month. So if you took the coaching certification on TonyGaskinsAcademy.com, then you'll get an email. So log into the academy, make sure your email is right. And because I'm unable to answer them in email because I'm long-winded and I just don't have the time to type my answers. So that's why I do see what I'm doing right now, how long this answer is. If I was typing this, it'll just take me way too much time. And so you got to catch a Q&A. But in the course, the Q&A that we did today, I will be uploading that audio into the course. So make sure you check there. And I can also answer it in a video so you can send your question in, and I could shoot a video and possibly add it to the bonus section of the course on Tony Gaskins Academy. And if you took the course live, then in person, then just send an email in and ask to be added to the online one. One Emmanuel 6, God bless you. God bless you. Now let me grab some of these questions I saw skate by me. Alexis, thank you so much for that. Aspire, what does it mean when a guy you are talking to 10 months refer to you as his lady friend when introducing you to other women? He is mentoring in business. It mean that you kind of almost a girlfriend. It really mean that this who I'm hanging out with, talking to right now, but it's not that serious. You know, it's not that serious. And so if you want to shoot your shot, sister, you can shoot your shot, because it's just a lady friend. That's what it means. When a man is really serious about you and he all the way in, he going to start to introduce you as his queen, his woman. Like, this is my girlfriend. You know, this is my woman, my main. He going to come up with a little name, my ace boom coon. He going to come up with something like that. Wendy, God bless you. I have so much experience, knowledge, and passion on my purpose as a personal trainer and coach, but content for social media doesn't flow to me. My income has been stagnant for 6 years. Advice. When the content doesn't flow, you may need a business consultant, like myself, and you may need to get some ideas. One, you can use Fiverr. I tell people all the time, you know, Fiverr is really putting a lot of people out of business because you go in there and get 50 quotes drawn up for $60, and you just posting one a day. So, you gotta think outside the box. Interested in someone at church, should I let him approach me, or should I just start talking to him? Let him approach you. You might be new. You might be new to me. Okay, I think I got a video on that. But a woman should never approach a man, because the man is the one who got to get on one knee to say, will you marry me? So if he's the one that got to get on one knee to say, will you marry me? He needs to be the one that approaches you to say, you look like my wife. If he don't approach you, he is taken, or he doesn't want you. But a man he sees you. If you see him, he sees you. Man, we see every woman. We see every woman. What does it mean when a guy contacts you via messenger that you knew in childhood, telling you you were his childhood crush, being slightly flirtatious? It means that he want to make up for lost time. He want to touch what he let get away when y'all was little. But that don't mean anything. You need to leave him right there. Okay, well, nice to know. Ha ha ha. We'll keep it right in childhood, but don't even entertain it, because a lot of times y'all women, y'all fall for that. He touch you and he go on about his business. 1 Emmanuel 6, God bless you. I see you post. Now put that hashtag Q in front of you. Robin, that's funny. Hi, Mr. Gaskins. I'm wondering why guys approach and then say they want to take me out, but then they want me to plan the date. I don't feel I should have to do that. Well, Lorenza, you could do a little something, okay? And that's actually a good thing for you, because when you plan the date, now you know what it's going to cost, and you planning something that you are comfortable doing. So it's a way you have to look at it. And that's why I try to tell y'all ladies, don't get so caught up trying to be catered to in this day and age. Like, start looking to bring something to the table. So he approach you and say, I want to take you out. If he say, what do you want to do? Can you plan the date? Don't take offense to that, and look at it like, oh, you want me to do everything. Now, if it's different, if he says, hey, I want to take you out, and then he say, hey, this first one on you, you paying for it. I mean, he came, now that's totally different. But the thing about it is, because listen, Ted Bundy nephew could come up and talk to you, and he on the same thing his uncle was on. And so you let him plan the date. He may say he want to go through a walk on the woods. He want to go on a walk on the woods. Now you out there in the woods with these boots on, and next thing you know, you start hearing the music from the crazy movie. Next thing you know, he chasing you, and you run out in the woods. And why? Because he planned the date. So when a man say plan the date, okay, we finna go get this filet mignon. Okay, we finna go to Toff Gop. Then we finna go to iFly. Then we going to Dave and Buster's. You see what I'm saying? Now you do what you want to do, because this a well lit area. This where you want to be at. This the food you like to eat. So that's a man actually giving you some agency. That's him letting you play to your strengths, because men are not event planners. Women are the event planners. The most successful event planners in the world is going to be women. And so a man knows that. So he essentially just letting you play to your strength. But I want y'all to understand that across the board. Like, don't get offended when a man wants you to do something. To be a team. Rhonda, God bless you, Rhonda. Enjoying a woman's influence. Your wisdom and insight is so valuable. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, y'all, please remember to leave a 5-star review now. Because my haters going to be on there trying to leave they line 1 stars. So y'all, please remember to leave a 5-star review. Joanna, God bless you. Blessings, Tony. One guy I recently dated said there are no rules about who calls who in dating. What's your opinion? Was he lazy? Thank you. There are technically no rules, but when you know a relationship coach like myself, then you know of that the man should be initiating contact. He don't want you to know that, but he knows that innately. He, as the man, is supposed to pursue you. Now, as a woman, you're not supposed to be telling a man what you know. So, do you know a man is supposed to pursue a woman? Or do you know that the man is supposed to, the ratio is 3 to 1? You're not supposed to be telling what you know. You're supposed to watch what he do. So if he says there's no rule on who could call who, and he's not calling you, then take it for what it is. Yes, he is lazy. Yes, he is lazy. Lorenzo, I see what you're saying. It feels just like a lack of effort. That's all. Um, you just misreading it. I mean, because it's not really effort. The plan a date. It's just that it's not his gifting. It's not what he does. And what you also have to realize is a man, just like how you criticizing him for this, what if he plans the date and you absolutely hate it? Now he never gets a second date because he did something that he wanted to do instead of something that you wanted to do. And now you criticizing him for saying, can you plan the date? Then if he planned the date, you'll be criticizing him for where he took you and what he ordered to eat and what the waiter had on. You see what I mean? So it's like he just can't win if you sitting back to just critique everything he's doing. So look at it and understand, what is he asking you to bring to the table? All that is just a little brain power. If he's saying pay for it, that's something totally different. Soul Mom 03, God bless you. You've mentioned boyfriend about not dating. You mentioned before. Okay, now y'all need to spell some of these words now, because I thought that BF was boyfriend. That's the BF stand for boyfriend now. Okay, let's get that across the board. You mentioned before about not dating younger men, but I'm only approached by younger men. So with who is approaching me, how do I navigate dating? For one, that's a compliment. Let them keep approaching you. But understand that's also the numbers right now. It's the numbers. So that means you got to go more places, do more, get out more, be around more. Also, it's not against dating. It's not about dating younger men. It's just that you don't want to go past 5 years. But listen, that's a rule of thumb. If he come up and he's very polite in his approach, he feels very mature, he may be 10 years younger than you, but he could be 5 years ahead of you mentally. So there are exceptions to the rule. So understand that. It's exceptions to the rule. So if that's all that's approaching you, then that could be because the Lord wants you to have somebody in your life that's going to keep you young because of your energy and how you vibrate in the world. You know, how you show up in the world. They took somebody blessing down. Roxy Weatherspoon, God bless you. God bless you. Let me see if I can find that person, because Regina, God bless you. Question: I have been talking to a man 6 months and he says that he is not ready for a relationship and he needs to get himself together financially and spiritual. Let him go. Let him go. You ain't got time to be wasting. You ain't got time to be wasting. A man got 3 months to get ready for a relationship. If he still ain't ready for no relationship, go on about your business. And because you're not meant to be his wife. I mean, when he get ready, that's when he gonna meet his wife. He met you prematurely, and you gotta keep on going. Misty, in pharmacy tech school, writing a book in several of your classes, just became a notary, recently lost 40 pounds. I'm on a roll, but I want to do more. Any other ideas, possibly streams of income? God bless you. You're doing real good. Your book will be a stream of income. You also can coach and mentor. You know, you could be a career consultant. You could be just a confidence coach. You lost 40 pounds. You could be a health and wellness coach. That's another. Whenever you got, it's hard for a person to lose 40 pounds. So that's a health and wellness coach right there, just helping somebody, holding them accountable on their weight loss journey. So remember, the life coach certification, use the coupon code MyMentor. MyMentor, that's the coupon code. And then after you finish, you join mymentor.life. Like this morning, we just had our life coaching Q&A where I'm answering their questions and really helping them get going. And so I put it in there. Recently broke up with a boyfriend of 1 year. He wants us to go back together. No change in him, saying I'm overreacting for wanting more. He's happy and doesn't require much. I'm the one that's unhappy. He required much. You just getting cheated on. And that's probably what led to the breakup. His attention is not in the relationship because he's spreading himself thin. So keep going. Keep going. Don't settle for somebody that's not going to bring the same level of energy that you bringing. So, keep it moving. Keep it moving. Joanna, God bless you. Tony, I met a man who had issues with his manhood. It was soft, not working. Why does he chase women? I can't hold hands for the next 30 years. I don't understand why men do that, but it just goes to show you that it's more than, even in that man's mind, that life is more than that. So, because when you're making love to the mind, it really does something. Now, there's probably some out there for him. I see the commercials and hear the commercials about that, so it's probably some out there for him. But if you don't like them as a person either, then even the medicine ain't gonna help them. But if you like them as a person, they got medicine out there for them. Share, God bless you. TonyGassesAcademy.com. Coupon code is my mentor for the life coach certification. God bless you, Share. Glad you was able to make it. Help me out in there. Tony, my coworker is 40 years old and Christian, and there is attraction. However, we seem to keep missing each other, and I'm older than him. I am unsure if we will ever connect. That's good. That's good. Just stay unsure. Don't try to force it. If it's meant to be, it'll be. How do you feel about Facebook dating? Would you consider it a dating site like the others? I have not seen Facebook dating. I've heard about it. I think Facebook crazy for that, but it just show they need some money. They trying to build some extra streams of income, and I'm sure they got the legal jargon in there to protect them, but it sounds like a lot of unnecessary liability they taking on. But I wouldn't consider it just like the other dating apps just yet, because it's still kind of new. But trust and believe, the scammers about to get on there, if not already. The scammers on there now. And let me tell you about these scammers now, these online scammers. And it's men and women now. It's men and women. And what these scammers do is they'll sit, and how you go to work for 8 hours, they'll sit and talk to people for 8 hours. If you getting 30 minutes or if you getting an hour, they'll talk to you for 8 hours. They'll talk to this person an hour a day, this person an hour a day, this person an hour a day, or 30, 30, 30, 30, or 20, 20, 20, 20. And get all of you to fall in love. And probably about a month in, they're going to need a business investment. They're going to need some money for emergency surgery for their mama. They stuck in another country and need something to get out that country because they want to come see you. And they ain't going to get everybody. They ain't going to get you because you on here with me. But they're going to get somebody. And so they getting $8,000 right there. And so that's why I don't recommend online dating, because it's bad enough the people you meet out in the street, let alone sitting behind a computer screen or a phone screen talking about they want to get to know you. Lakeisha, lately, how did y'all put y'all pick and change your name on here? YouTube it. How to it's probably when you log into your YouTube, it's a settings button. Your profile. Click on your little blue picture, and it'll be a drop down and say settings, and it'll let you change your name and stuff. AJ, I consider myself to be a friendly person, but I don't get approached much when I go places. Why is that? To be honest with you, it could be a million things. And with a question like that, you really need one-on-one coaching, because what I do with my clients who are in that place, I look at 3 different pictures of them, and like a headshot, a full body shot where they dressed like they going to work or going out somewhere, and then I help them understand what they're sending off, perception. So it could be your area where you live, it could be the way you dress, it could be the way you carry yourself, it could be your energy, it could be something mindset, just what you're telling yourself when you walking around. Men read all of that. After a few dates, how can you get a man to take "we are not a match" seriously? What follows is borderline harassment, text, and date requests. End up having to ignore and block. Seems a bit much. Hey, that's a good problem to have, But again, it could be a bad problem to have. But you got to just get to there immediately. So as soon as you realize we are not a match, let him know that, and then understand from there it's just his ego. It's just his ego. Because a man really doesn't want a woman who doesn't want him. Like, for real, that's his ego that want to get that woman that don't want him. So that when he gets you and he nail you, have you on your bike, now he finna laugh in your face. Gotcha. Told you so. Take that. So don't ever play with it when a man says, when you tell a man he's not a match. Don't play with it and let him keep chasing you. Block him if you got to block him. Or just ignore him and use every text as like a vitamin. Like, wow, I'm really popping. I really got this thing going on. Like, look at it like a vitamin. And just let it amuse you, let it entertain you, and let it teach you about the nature of a man's ego. But keep it moving. Gerald, I've expressed to someone a few times back in January that I don't want to date until July, August. Recently, he's been trying to get me to change my mind. I blocked him. Was that harsh? Nope, was not harsh. Was not harsh. You got to protect your peace. You got to protect your space. And when somebody cannot protect and respect your peace and your space, then you got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. And I'm going to tell y'all what get folks blocked on my page. If you always bringing a spirit or beg to differ, if you talking about you on here and you watch the videos, but I ain't never seen you in the comments congratulating, commenting, supporting, and all I see you doing is disagreeing, finding one sentence out of an hour to disagree with, you got the negative energy. And I'm finna block because I ain't got the time to be entertaining negative energy. Now, you could disagree, but if you gonna disagree, you need to agree with the same energy. When you agree with something, don't be quiet and then open your mouth when you disagree and just want to sow discord and confusion. You gonna get blocked. And so understand that I ain't never gonna tell you that you being too harsh to block somebody. Absolutely not. Harry, would you ever consider a platform where all the women showcase their brand for those who are just starting out? That's what my mentor is. It's a platform of you showcasing your brand. That's what my mentor is. But other than that, anything you see that's a platform that's built, it costs hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars to build. So when you look at my mentor.life, you're looking at a whole lot of money that it costs, So any type of platform, and that's why these guys out here in Palo Alto, they raise millions of dollars to create whatever they create. But in the Blessed Tribe, you can showcase your brand too. Jasmine, God bless you. I broke up and blocked my boyfriend because he mentioned that the only woman he cared about was his ex during the argument. I felt it was a red flag and left. Did I do the right thing? He also has a temper. Absolutely, you did the right thing. You absolutely did the right thing. Busy Bree, God bless you. Thank you for that blessing. I don't know if you meant to put a question with it. Can you be friends with your ex? Have kids if y'all are both married and all 4 are friends? Yeah, I mean, if that's what y'all choose to do, You know, it's a risk because soul ties are real. So if you know, you may not feel anything for your ex, but if you really real with yourself, when you see your ex and you talk to your ex, it might be a little, you might feel a little tingle. You might get your little tingle in there now. So you got to be honest with yourself. And if you ain't getting that little tingle, your ex might get that little tingle. And then y'all partners that y'all with gonna feel a little iffy. Gonna feel a little, I don't know. So I wouldn't force it. I wouldn't force it. Ty, God bless you. How does a woman stand up for herself versus being a narcissist? For instance, how can a woman evaluate whether her traits are narcissistic or showing her worth? What is your advice for that? For one, everybody's definition of that N word is totally different. And to be honest with you, as I've told y'all before, it's a buzzword right now. Is buzzing. So everybody getting it in their head, and you calling yourself that, you calling everybody you meet that. When you think about that word, the only person that's really that is the president. Like that's gonna be the biggest form of that you gonna see. But in real life, everyday life, what a lot of people is calling a narcissist is every single man that I meet, every man in a relationship. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. It's like words are subject to interpretation. And it's based on your ability, your education level to read and comprehend and what you think it is. And so some people think that they dealing with this type of person, but that person would not be clinically diagnosed. If you take them to a doctor, the doctor be like, no, that's not a narcissist. And so you got to be careful with labels, and never knowing your traits and your standards and your worth can never be equated to being a narcissist. Loving yourself can never be equated to that. So don't ever feel like that. Don't let nobody put no label on you. K Vickers, God bless you. Because you come disrupting my energy, I'm gonna block you. You call me what you want to call me, and when you call me, you're blocked. Okay, I'm gonna have my standards. You call me what you want to call me, I'm gonna have my standards. So you can't live under labels and get caught up in that. Rachel, God bless you. Pour out in their life, Lord. Am I foolish for not accepting a proposal from my boyfriend until he conquers his ego? It shows up in times that I have to lead him or he gets something wrong within the relationship. No cheating issues. Yeah, you tripping. You know, if he's not cheating on you, if he's not, you know, abusing you or anything like that, then yeah, you tripping. Because a man always gonna have ego. Ego ain't going nowhere. You know, it's just what is the result of that ego. If he just get a little salty, if he get a little mad, he get a little upset, then that's different. But now, if he takes and he curse you out, or he putting hands on you, that's now, yes, you shouldn't even be in that relationship. But if he just get a little salty, have a little silent treatment for a second, you know, he upset, then yeah, that's totally different. Y'all having a whole nother conversation in here about them tarot cards. And let me tell y'all, not listen now. Anything that other than the spirit of God, I don't deal with it. Okay? So psychic, tarot, all of that, if it ain't with the spirit of God, and in the Bible, in the Old Testament, it tell you stay away from astrologers, you know, them tarot people, them psychic people, because yes, they can be accurate, but they not channeling the spirit of God. They channeling evil spirits, because only evil spirits want to tell you, want to read you about your future and all of this and what's going to happen and all of that. Like, I don't need to go to nobody for them to tell me what I'm feeling and what I'm going through. and then and to shock me, and I don't need to go to nobody to tell me what's gonna happen in my future, because God hold my future. So if you go to something, and this is what you got to realize when y'all going and reading this stuff and y'all talking to these people, this is a human. This is a human. It's all these people on here on YouTube that got these little pages, and they got the little stuff, and they light it on fire, and they on there and they reading somebody and they doing all this. That is Satan. You hear me? Because what this person finna tell you, you got to understand the mind. Your mind does not know the difference between fact or fiction. So when you hear this, it could be a complete lie. Just like Miss Cleo. Y'all remember Miss Cleo? Oh, call Miss Cleo. I'm Miss Cleo. Give me a call. I think Miss Cleo in prison. Unless she passed away, because that's about money. You hear me? And people know that people live in worry and live in fear. So them people, they playing on that fear, that you want to know the unknown. You want to know because you uncertain. So if somebody know they can have them a little ball, or have them some crystals, or have them some on fire, and tell you, you're going through a lot. I see a man in your life. And something bad is going to happen. I could have told you that. Anybody could tell you that. Anybody could tell you that. But they know that you want to have certainty, because life is uncertain. And that ain't nothing but the devil. Kakra. Hey, God bless you. Forgive me if I'm saying your name wrong, but bless your part in the life. Broke up with a guy I was dating 8 months. Initially, didn't want a relationship. Changed his mind 3 to 4 months in. But I got fearful and asked to take it slow. Now I'm ready and he's not. So I let him go. You did the right thing. You did the right thing. And the fact that he didn't want a relationship in there, you did the right thing. I feel like I missed somebody's question that was at the top. Now, see, the way they do the question when you send a donation, if it's like over $20, they'll leave it up there for a while. If it's under there, it got a time limit on it. But y'all know sometimes answering my question, I could be long-winded. So I try to see. Rachel. Okay, Heaven Sent. That's who I missed. Hi, Tony. Should new coaches only market under their own name, or can they market under both the business name and their own name while referring all leads to their My Mentor page? It's a personal choice, and it just depends on how you want to be remembered. I'm Tony Gaskins because I want to leave a legacy. I want my name to be able to open doors for my sons, and I want God to know that I did the work that he called me to do. Just like we know Apostle Paul. See, Apostle Paul company probably was Damascus Road LLC, but we don't know the name of his company. We know Apostle Paul. We know Jesus Christ. Jesus' company probably was Cloud9 LLC. So we know Oprah as Oprah. Her company is Harpo Productions, but Harpo Productions is up under Oprah. So when you building a personal brand, you should do it with your name, not a company name, because people don't know, the company. But with a name, they're gonna associate a face and a person. Latoya, God bless you. I'm a spiritual life coach and author. I took your certification online. How do I deal with people who criticize me for charging to do God's work? You may need to change it from spiritual life coach, because that is what, if you saying spiritual, you can be a Christian life coach. And that's the difference, because what it means is that your teaching, your coaching is Bible based. And so what that means is people who want to hear scripture in their coaching, or may want to pray on the call, they can hire you. But when you say spiritual life coach, then it's too mystical and it sounds too scammy. So, like the Bible say, when you trying to reach souls, you got to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. So sometimes that's just shifting your packaging, and the way you present yourself. I'm a spiritual life coach too, but I don't label myself that because people will look at it. People in this world, they want Christians to be broke. That's why they get mad when pastors take a salary and from running the church. Running the church is no easy work. That's extremely hard work. It's like running a Fortune 500 business, and people will get mad. Like people tell me you'd be a pastor. I can't do that. No, I'm not finna be in the same place every Sunday, every Wednesday, every Tuesday. I'm not finna be doing all of that, all the logistics, dealing with all them spirits, all them Satans sneaking in there, and you got to be dealing with that. Like, you deserve to get paid for all that headache you dealing with. But people want people of the church to be broke. So you just got to switch it. You got to switch it and you got to move differently. And so you a Christian life coach, but the thing about it is you limit yourself because a person may not consider themselves spiritual. And now you done missed out on a client that you could have impacted their life because of the wording in your title. So just put professional life coach, certified life coach, and then you can put a sentence that describes what you do. I help people set goals, write a plan, and then hold them accountable. You see what I mean? And then it come out. Rhonda, for Wavy Black's question. Well, you ain't post a question, Rhonda. So when you do that, you supposed to post a question, because I still can't see the question. Okay, she posted right there, right on time. That worked out. Thank you, Rhonda, for looking out. Question: why do men who have baby mamas bother dating other people? My ex and I were together for almost 3 years, and he left me for her. Why? Just because humans are selfish. So he got a baby mama who he has a soul tie with. But it's a whole lot that goes into that, because when you take and you got this baby mama, he's trying to train her. So by leaving, it taking scares her. She like, whoa, am I gonna be a single mom? Push her more to a place of where she needs to be. And he's trying to train her. And then he'll use another woman as a pawn. And he'll be with you to really, really drive it home, to really, really send a message, to really, really make her, to make the baby mama upset, scared, and start to play into his hand. And then after he feel like she finally got it, and that she tired of being a single mama and him being a weekend daddy, and her just getting child support checks instead of his whole check, when he finally feel like she finna be submissive and finna be quiet, then he'll leave you and go back to that soul tie. So that's what you got to look at, when you dealing with a man. And then the other thing that you did wrong is you allowed him to be with you for 3 years. A man who done already been down the road, meaning he done been in a committed relationship, he done had children, he done been in long-term relationships. At the 12-month mark, he need to be on one knee asking you to marry him. And then at the 24-month mark, y'all need to be married. And so that's the thing. You let them drag you out. Kai, God bless you. My ex and I have been talking. I watched your video and know we either need to try it again or move on. He hasn't said why he's back and only calls and texts like every other day. How should I address this? He's back to tickle his soul tie. So see, you know how like on the movie, when somebody who's on drugs and they go to prison, and then somebody else come up and say, hey, take this right here, get the monkey off your back. That's what he back for. Because the monkey on his back. Because he's missing you because of the soul tie. He miss your voice. He miss your energy, your nature. But he don't want you. He don't want you. But it's just he wants your energy. And so what you have to do with this is you got to let him know, like, listen, this not going to work. Like, I don't want to because I don't want to block my blessings, and it send mixed messages when we talking every other day, and I'm trying to move on with my life, and this isn't working. And so that's what you have to realize. That's what you got to realize is that Wavy Black, I'm crying my eyes out. Truth hurts. Hey, God bless you. God bless you. Keep going. So that's what you got to realize. Because if an ex come back and he wants you, he's not going to be no every other day. And it's not going to be no texting. He going to be trying to be on the phone and have you on that phone for an hour, trying to make sweet love on that phone. And so he's showing you, he just come to keep you stuck while he's still doing what he's doing. Miss Tiff, God bless you. Should someone date a person they are not attracted to? Would the relationship work? I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it because when you're not attracted to somebody, now the person don't need to be your dream, your fantasy attraction. But you need to be able to stomach the person and be like, it's a good looking person. You need to be able to say, it's a good looking person. Not may not be the most handsome or the most beautiful in the world, but it's a good looking person. You can stomach that person. Now, if you looking at somebody and you get a little in your stomach and you start to feel when you looking at them, you don't force it. You can't do that because you getting a little throw up in your mouth. You can't do that. That means that's not your spouse. That's somebody else's spouse that like that look. Because see, beauty in the eye of the beholder. And if that look turn you off, turn you a different way, then that's not the beauty you supposed to be beholding. Somebody else gonna behold that beauty and think that person look good. So you got to understand that a part of a relationship is attraction. It ain't got to be the most overwhelming attraction, but it need to be something. Deborah Skinner, God bless you. God bless you. Montrese C, she said, I want to bless one person who is out of work due to this here situation with you and or your wife's book. This book is really blessing me, and I want to bless someone else. Hey, God bless you, Montrese. Email support@tonygaskins.com. And if somebody email in and can't afford the book and need it, the first person that send that email in and say they can't afford it. Now, don't block y'all blessings by you can afford it and you email in because you got a spirit of give me and you taking somebody else's blessing. Don't do that because then you're going to block your blessing. The Lord watching. I know you discuss soul ties, but is there any love with soul ties, or is it just not wanting to see the other party happy? Yeah, it's love with some soul ties, because when you in love, you have a soul tie. When you love somebody, you have a soul tie. But see, the thing is the difference between love and in love. So that's the thing. So the young lady who asked about her ex who came back and he calling every other day, he may have some love for her. But see, you got love. I got love for this pen. You see what I'm saying? I got love for this gaming controller. I'm gonna be mad you throw the controller down and break it. Because I paid for it. I got love for this remote. You break this remote, I'm gonna be fire hot. You see what I mean? Love can be very shallow because it's defined by the individual. It's subjective. It's not just one size fits all description. So understand that. Wow, Tony, speak more on soul ties. I know you have a video. You might need to watch that video 3-4 times till you really, really get it all the way in your spirit. Keely, God bless you. God bless you. Keely, that's a stimulus blessing now. You done gave me a stimulus check. God bless you. Hey, blessed tribe. Hey, Tony. Blessings on this Saturday. Pray all is well for all. Just wanted to pop on real quick and send a blessing and say how much I'm enjoying your book. Y'all have a great Saturday. Stay home and be safe. Hey, thank you so much. Please leave a 5-star review now. If y'all read the first chapter and leave a 5-star review. And like I said, if you don't like it, got a disagreement, take it to the Lord in prayer. Don't leave it in the reviews. Take it to the Lord in prayer. He'll settle your spirit on it and let you know what I meant right there. TJ broke up with my ex months ago. Now he's asking why we didn't talk to kids about it first. Told him it's already over. Why bother now? Am I being petty? No, you ain't being petty. You don't make no decision based off no children. Because your children, you grown. Your children can't tell you. Your children don't know nothing about no relationship. He want to ask the kids because he know he got their mind. And he know they gonna, no, I want daddy. No, I want daddy to be here. And so he knows that. That's why he want to bring them in it to make it messy, to kind of keep you stuck. But no, you do what you got to do. You make the move how you got to make the move. And that's right there. And the kids, they'll adjust. Hello, Tony. I'm truly a single woman. No ring, no man, but I'm always told I look married or taken. What does married look like? Is that negative feedback? Now, men can lie, okay? But let's assume it's the truth. When look married, it just means that you either walk too fast, you walking like you don't want to be bothered, looking like you don't want to be bothered, or it means that you look so classy and put together that he can't believe that a man has not taken you off the market yet. That's what it means. So it's one of the two things. You look like you don't want to be bothered, or it look like you are a wife and he don't understand why a man hasn't seen that yet. The third thing is it could just be a conversation piece, because men like to lie. Men like to flatter a woman. Lady K, God bless you. Been talking to a guy for a year, no title. And he said he doesn't do relationships when I ask him what we are. Later on, after I became attached, found out his son's mom and him live together. But he says only for the child. Wow. He got you, Lady K. He got you. He got you. You got to chalk it up. You got to take that L. You got to take that L with a woman with your big draws on, big girl panties, and cut them and keep it moving. He got you. He got you. Yeah, you got that one. He got that one. You got to give him that. He played you like a fool. But see, this is the thing. Now I'm gonna tell you how to get past this. Remember, by the 3-month mark, you ought to have a title. Will you be my girlfriend? Can we be exclusive? And then after that, you ought to know if he got somebody. There's no reason he should be living with another woman and you not know that. Because by that month 4, 5, 6, you should have been by his house. You know, even if it just the pop in for 30 minutes or an hour, you know, y'all should have done talked enough by then, because y'all should be talking 30 minutes to an hour a day. So by the end of 3 months, it's like you really, really know this person. That's 90 hours done been put in. And then y'all ought to be going on a date every weekend, even if the date is free. And so it's no reason you should not know if the man is living with another woman, if he really giving you the energy he need to give you. So understand that there now. And you just chalk it up. And next time, don't go Keely Crawford, no stimulus, just bless. God bless you. God bless you. God in the show bless. Keely, Lord, pour out in her life. Send another blessing. Let that 401k grow, everything. Tony, I have a boss that's telling me she doesn't see me in a certain position. What should I make of it? You don't make nothing of it. You make some of yourself. And then she gonna see you in that position. So you can't take what your boss saying, because for your boss to say that actually means your boss sees you as better than her. And she's scared that if you believe in yourself, you could take her job. So that's what it is. So what you got to do is continue to add value, go above and beyond. Come 30 minutes early, leave 30 minutes late, do more than what you asked of, get the next certification, get the next training, keep adding value, keep getting smarter, keep getting better, and show out. Because If you truly see a weak person, you're not gonna tell that person you weak. The only time you tell somebody they weak is if they strong and you scared and you insecure. Cause you want them to believe that they weak. Cause you know you could see their strength. You ain't gonna tell, and she ought to be slapped. And somebody gonna slap her now. Don't worry about it. You ain't don't you do it. But life gonna slap her cause for being nasty like that. Y'all in them workforces. I thank the Lord I work for myself. Hey, I'm trying to help y'all work for y'all self too now. I thank the Lord. I retired in 2011. I can't do it. I used to have to go off on bosses. I used to have to read them to filth. You hear me? Left to right, top to bottom. They used to hear my mind. They used to hate me. You hear me? I don't play with it. Asia, God bless you. Recently connected with a that I met 3 years ago through mutual Facebook group. First time we spoke on the phone, 2 hours. Father of 2 that he has custody of. Texts me daily, but only spoke once so far. It's only been 1 week. He ain't got time for you. You ain't the one. You just fun. You fun. You practice, you practice. Your practice, like a practice dummy. He just have a little fun with this here woman. Okay, let me talk to this woman just to feel some feminine energy. Let me hear her voice, But he doing that with 4 or 5 of y'all in the group. So you can't ever take a man serious that texts you every day but don't call you every day. You can't take him serious. Denisha, Tony, I'm 31, not where I want to be financially. I'm a supervisor at a bank. I feel since I don't have my dream career, I should stay single. Is that wrong? Yeah, if you pushing away relationships. If relationships are not coming, then you need to be doing what you need to do to get in your dream career. Sometimes it's just a choice and then action. But no, you should not push away potential suitors. But if you want to focus and suitors are not coming, then stay focused. If you focus and the right man for you comes, you still could focus on your dream career if he's the right man, because he's going to help you. He's going to help you and he's going to inspire you. And he may be in a position to where he can help you lead that job, because he marries you and he paying the bills and he say, pursue what you want to pursue. And we're going to put the money into it. You see what I mean? So sometimes your spouse can be your catalyst. I wouldn't probably publish my book had it not been for my wife giving me $1,600 from her refund check. I probably would have sat on that dream. Hey, Tony, Tammy, God bless you. Hey, Tony, thanks for always being a blessing. I'm a hairstylist and shut down for the 19. Any advice? If you have a following on Instagram or however you get your clients, you could start doing some things to where you do some videos on how to do certain hairstyles. It's a good time right now to start your hair YouTube channel. So if you got somebody that lives with you and you know for a fact, y'all both know y'all done quarantine and neither one of y'all ain't got that 19, you could do that person hair or order you a wig and get you one of the little heads that you put the wig on and start your YouTube channel doing hair. It's a lot of people who are subscribed to my channel who have tens of thousands of subscribers on YouTube from doing hair, showing how to do hairstyles. You being an actual hairstylist, you probably better than the person who just self-taught in their bedroom. And that's why I've been telling my barber. And so now my stylist made a house call. You don't want to tell nobody that now, because boy, they go off on you, but I had my barber. Neither one of us ain't got that 19. Okay. Covered by the blood. We did our quarantine. And boy, folks, hey, don't do that. Because a guy lost his life. And I say, look, you just can't look at it like he lost his life from house calls. He could have been all out and about at stores doing all kind of stuff. But you don't want anything you do in this here situation, let it keep between you and the Lord. Because you know the Lord got you covered in what you're doing. But other folks, boy, don't do that. Don't do that. And then they doing the same thing or worse. Associate from college hopped in Messenger after 18 years last week. 2 years older. Top airman. We are long distance. He is getting his doctorate in physiology. Says he wants a wife. Already by dirty talk once. Already tested by dirty talk once. Okay, 18 years ago from college. So y'all at least 28, 38, 36. Y'all as young as 36 and as old as 40, unless y'all was getting degrees later. So if he that old and he's single and he getting a doctorate and he done talk dirty and y'all just started back talking, he nasty and he can't be trusted. A man who of age, the fact that he's still getting a doctorate in his late 30s or 40s let me know that he unsatisfied. He the type to get bored. He unsatisfied. He want more. That type of man gonna want multiple women. If he's the type of man to come send you a message and then get you on the phone and he talking dirty, that means he nasty. So he's nasty and he ambitious. See, a lot of y'all don't realize how I be reading stuff. Sometimes I get questions on the Q&A and they be like, well, what if this? What if that? How you answer that? How you answer that? I do this every day. So I read into stuff that you might not even pay attention to, that you might not even read into. I can read into it. Etna, thank you. You so much. God bless you. Pour out in your life. Tiffany B, if you have a book out that goes into detail about your past, do you still not discuss it on the dates or wait until he asks? Yeah, don't discuss it. Because like what they say, you want to keep information from a man, put it in a book. Now they said black man. But it go for men too, because 75% of readers are women. So you could have that information in your book and he may never read your book. But you sit there and tell him the audible version, you do the audio version for him. Now he know your business that he wouldn't otherwise know. The other thing about it is when he sit down to talk to you, he could fall in love with you. And then if he find out about your past, he may not care because he done fell in love. The Goddess Cave advice, how to communicate to parents their relationship / marriage affected you. Didn't witness real love, more so the results of settling. Causes tension and resentment now that I'm an adult. Well, what you're doing is they already know that. So you really don't have to tell them that. They already know that because they know they settled and they know that you watched it. The other thing that you have to do is you got to understand that they just did what they could do. They just did what they knew to do. And so you got to understand that you have to forgive them. Like my parents was the same way. They was not supposed to be together, but they forced it and they lasted about 20 plus years, 25 years. And it affected me, but to a certain degree, but I can't blame them because they didn't see love either. They didn't know real love either. So that's how you got to look at it. We doing real good. I don't know if I'm saying your name right or wrong. God bless you. Thank you for asking. We doing good though. I got me a little sore throat today. Now I think I was sleeping with my mouth open last night. Well, my wife bought one of these Dyson vacuum cleaners. I said, man, hey, I'm gonna have to vacuum this floor. Feel like I got some dust on me. I probably was snowing up last night. Y'all, let me find you a question. Sierra, God bless you. Hey, Tony. I married a covert narc, but got out in 1 year. The situation got my final divorce court delayed. I've had a few convos with a guy and we have chemistry. Would it be weird for me to reach out after my divorce is final? No, it would not be weird. But what I would do is, being that y'all having a convo, I would let them know that you still technically married and you just don't believe in mixing the waters like that. And so let's circle back after things are done. Hey, Caramel Kids, thank you for calling that the allergies now. Because you know you got some folks try to put that 19 on me. But yeah, so that's what we finna call that, allergies. Hot lemon juice and ginger will help. Hey, you know I'm finna do that. Y'all be mentioning some stuff. Where I'm gonna get lemon juice from? And now the ginger now, you talking about the ginger root. And I got to boil that. It's like some of these home remedies, it takes so much work to get a remedy. But I'm gonna drink my old hot tea, see what it's hitting on. What are some ways that married couples can deepen their love for each other? You know what? You got a date. You got to treat it just like yesterday, me and my wife went on a bike ride. That's something you'll do when you dating. And I needed to ride an hour. She wanted to ride 30 minutes because she had stuff to do. And she had gotten in a little feelings when I was like, well, I need to ride an hour. So I just did 30 minutes because she wanted to be together. Then I was about to go get me something to eat because she said she was going to be cooking something for the boys. But I needed me a steak yesterday. So I was about to go get it. And she got in a little feelings like, oh, why you need to be alone? I'm like, I don't need to be alone, but you say you about to cook. And so we got in a little conversation about that. I said, well, come on here then. If you ain't got to cook right now and we going to pick up takeout, then come on here and let's ride. And I realized like she really loving that quality time of us going everywhere together, riding somewhere together. If we going to pick up takeout or if we got to pop into the grocery store for an essential, that she done ordered us matching mask, you know. So you got a date to keep that thing hot. Now I talk about that in my book, Make It Work. That's another thing every married couple need to do. If you ain't read my book, Make It Work, you failing right now. I'm gonna look for a question. Now I'm gonna be on here 20 more minutes now. I got 20 more minutes and Lord willing, if my body feeling all right, I'm gonna do a second live tonight for the night shift because some of y'all daytime, some of y'all nighttime, some of y'all both times, but God bless you. What's your take on a man that posts selfies on social media constantly? I'm gonna tell you this. Now. I don't want nobody to get mad with me. But I'm gonna tell you this. When you're a heterosexual man, it's just some things you don't do. And posting selfies constantly is one of them. That one thing about me being 100% heterosexual, I just understand certain things just ain't in my bloodline. Just certain things I just can't do. So anytime a man posting selfies constantly, he a switch hitter. He hit from both sides of the plate. It's either that or he broken from childhood and he need attention. He need attention. He think he look good. Somebody along the way told him he look good and he want to hear women tell him that all the time that he look good. And so, yeah. But typically, that man there, cause that right there, that come from that's a lot of feminine energy, cause that's what you see a lot of women do. So anytime you see a woman doing something all the time, cause a lot of women, you go to their page and the whole page is car selfies. When you see a man who his page got the same type of post schedule, same type of post like a woman, he dibbling dabbling a little too heavy in that feminine energy. And he might be hitting from both sides of the plate. You hear me? Trust me when I tell you now. Because it's out here rampant today. When guys go ghost on you, why do they still try to bother you on social media? This guy watches my IG stories and likes my pics, but doesn't respond to my texts or phone calls. That's because his woman is loose with social media. She might not even have that social media network, so she loose with social media. So he could get away with what he does on social media, but he can't get away with what he does on that phone. That also means that he has cut you from the team. That it means that he ain't got nothing against you. Like, I done worked with teams and organizations to where my contract expire and we don't renew, but they don't unfollow me online. You see what I mean? I don't unfollow them online. Ain't no bad blood. It just, this ain't a fit, or we done ran this course. And so that's all it is he done cut you from the roster, but he ain't gonna unfollow you because it ain't no sense in being petty. So you can't read into it. You can't read into it. Anna, God bless you. God bless you. Thank you for that. For that word of encouragement. JC Law, God bless you. Hey now. I put him some words out sometime now. Okay. Wolfalf Simon said this the 12th time they done post this question in Fed Up. Question. Hello, Tony. I am a truly single woman. See, that's the thing. You reading messages. I already answered your question. Talking about 12th time. What the world are you over there doing? I already answered y'all question. Anybody remember me answering this question? Hello, Tony. I'm a truly single woman. No ring, no man, but always told I look married or taken. What does married look like? Is that negative feedback? Somebody post that question 12 times. I done answered the question in full detail. So what you got to do is look back at the video. Go back through it. And see, and that's why I be telling y'all, when y'all get so caught up reading the comments, and I'm talking, and I be talking to myself. Now, let me look for a question. What is your take on a married man who takes a B-Day 50th vacation without his wife and says she wasn't a thought or consideration, went with his two brothers instead? He's just tired of being married. Like, the marriage done ran its course. Y'all like, he see you like the dog he got from the shelter. That where he feel like, hey, I'm doing you a favor. Don't be asking me for no steak. Be happy with the dry food because your butt would have been in the shelter had I not looked out for you. That's how he sees you now. And he doesn't treat you with respect. And so you got to understand that. And when a man does that right there, now it's different if he goes on a trip with you and then he want to do something with his brothers too. And he just want to be out, get that male energy. Because see, with male energy, it's different than female energy, naturally. For me, it's not as much because my wife, she likes sports and she talk about anything I want to talk about. But for some guys, it's not that case. Some guys he might like, if he like motorcycles, if he like rebuilding cars, whatever he like getting into, they may want to talk about that and they can talk about that. Now on the flip side, because he said that she wasn't a thought or consideration, you got a nasty, no good, sorry man that's 50-year-old husband. So in your case, he went on the vacation with his brothers to get the prostitutes of that country, to get the booty of that country, and they woman from their secret dating profiles was flew out to that country. So and that's solely because he said that you, his wife, was not a thought or a consideration. See, a good man that's faithful, that's just going with his boys just for that male energy to talk about what they want to talk about their dreams, what they finna do in retirement, how they gonna build the rest of their life, their millionaire dreams, then a good man would never say, my wife was not a thought or a consideration. He will say, baby, I just want a little time, with the boys, because we talk about different stuff and we go in. And so with you, he went to cheat. He went to cheat. And you don't even know if his brother was there unless he took a picture with him. But even if he took a picture with his brothers don't mind flying his side woman out, or one of they women that they done paid to come out to do a little something strange for a piece of change. Brothers don't mind that. Your brothers will look out for you on that, because you done been married for so long. 9, the dream. 6, God bless you. I'm in the 14-day rule you talked about too, because he said we could be in a relationship soon, but we're dating for 4 months, and he is contacting my bestie now because I don't answer. Should she ignore too? Now I'm gonna tell you now. She should be ignoring. She should be ignoring. Cause some of y'all, what y'all holler about bestie, listen to me. I done been there. I done been that man. Had that bestie just like this. Some of y'all talking about bestie. Your bestie will start to feel like God made a mistake and sent you her husband. And now that she talking to him, she's starting to realize and feel like this actually meant to be her husband. And I'm going to tell you this right here. A man know it ain't no need for him to be talking to your bestie. When a man talking to your best friend, he getting off on that though. Believe me when I tell you. I don't have phone conversation with none of my wife got 2 sisters. I ain't even got her sister. These my sister-in-laws. I ain't even got their phone numbers. You hear me? I can't even text them and ask them a question about what color the moon is. You hear me? Because we understand how it really go down. A lot of y'all, my wife ain't got none of, now she got my security guard number, just as like they planning a birthday party or something like that, but they ain't calling and having no conversation. If me and her ain't talking, if me and her get into a disagreement, she ain't calling him. If him and his lady get into a disagreement, he calling me. He ain't calling my wife. Cause see, men nasty. Men nasty. So while he talking to your bestie, because you on your 14 days, he want to put something on your bestie to get back at you for having the audacity to take a 14-day break from him. Now somebody asked me about twin flames, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Do you believe in twin flame past lives with your person? Now, past lives mean reincarnation. I don't believe in reincarnation. I'm a Christian. You're going to live and die one time. Okay? And when you live and die, you got heaven or hell. And if that's a figment of the imagination, then you ain't going to know the difference anyway, because you're dead. So me personally, I don't believe in all that twin flame crap. Anything I got to Google, I don't believe in it. You hear me? If I can't see it in what I do in my life as a relationship coach, talking to these thousands of people every year, then I don't know nothing about it. That's something that these nutcases out here online trying to get y'all caught up in, to give y'all a term so that you have to keep coming back to them to hear the next term. And so there is another thing that we would like to call laptop trauma. And with laptop trauma, what this is this means that you have been on your computer so much that you're now traumatized. And you know what? Tony Gaskins, he doesn't understand laptop trauma, and he should not be talking about laptop trauma because this is very real. And so you need to talk to a certified doctor to understand laptop trauma. And that's how they be. And that's the same way they doing the word narcissist. They'll take a word that they ain't lived through, ain't seen, don't understand, didn't even pass reading and comprehension class in the 12th grade, and trying to interpret a word. Ain't taught the noun doctor. And then what the doctors do, the doctors get on here with a term because they see that it's money to be made. Because it's people who living in fear. It's people who looking for closure. So they say, okay, it's money to be made. but let me come up with terms that people don't really understand, so that you gotta keep needing me. That's why I do mine simple and plain. It's to the point. I ain't trying to beat you across the head with no Webster dictionary, because I want you to understand what I'm talking about. If I'm using words that got so many different variations and interpretations and understandings, you're gonna be so confused. You just watching video trying to get an understanding. And that's how they out here doing today. They don't want nobody to call them out though. See, love, God bless you. God bless you. Pour out in her life. Pour out in her life. See, love, I'm praying the Lord bless you. You like Keely. Y'all be blessing me so much on here. In light of the current situation, my amicable divorce. Now hold on now. See, love, you know I'm country now. So you got to, when you hit me with a word like amicable, it could go real wrong. In light of the current situation, my amicable divorce is held up. Everything is filed and we both signed. How long should I wait to date? That's the only reason I haven't. Been over for a year. Keep waiting. You done been waiting a year. This month or 2 months ain't gonna hurt you. Okay? This month or 2 months actually can be divine. See, love, it actually can be divine, to where in this month or 2 months you need to sew up a couple more things. You need to watch a few more videos. You need to take one more course. You might need to read one more book. You might need to say a few more prayers. You might need to write a devotional. You might need to write a devotional, to where you do one 30 days or 31 days of a devotional. To where you do 31 days of somebody who going through a divorce. Something that they could read every morning. Uh-oh. Phone about to die. Got 20%, but I only got 8 minutes. How do I improve on expressing my thoughts and feelings during disagreements in relationships? Think about it like this. You gotta picture that you talking to like a 12-year-old, and you trying to get them to understand something. And so that's how you handle it. You talk to them as if, or her, as if you really want them to get an understanding. So you speaking slowly. And you articulating. Because imagine talking to a 12-year-old and you yelling and screaming. They're not going to hear you. Imagine using words that's too big that they may not understand. They're not going to comprehend. So even when you talking to adults, you got to be slow and steady. Now, y'all got a whole lot going on in here in these chats when I see y'all. But now, y'all know now, Cher and Caramel kissing, and Two Bella ain't here today. They got that little monkey wrench by their name. Now, you will get blocked if you get out of line now. There's a few Blessed Tribe members I done had to block, because they had a spirit of beg to differ, a spirit of discord. It's a few I done had to block now. Cause you got to remember now, you got to know the devil gonna get behind enemy lines now. The devil gonna get behind enemy lines. So if they block you, hey, them hands off with it. Or share, and share gonna block you. Caramel Kiss gonna block you. I'm hands off with it. That's on y'all. Podcast law. Now BFF. Is that your best friend? Now I know that his best friend talks down to husband for years. Now he wants a divorce. She says he must be cheating. Begged him to stay for kids and threatened to off herself. Will he? He might stay. He might stay. Some men like that. Some men will go ahead and stay. Me personally, bye. You gonna have to talk to the Lord. You want to take yourself? Go ahead. I ain't gonna live as no prisoner to you. So you could deal with the Lord when you get up there. Or you take your own life. You ain't going up there then. You could talk to the devil. But some men will get trapped by that. But he might see through it though. and see that she toxic. But you need to, as her friend, you need to be honest with her and say, look, this your fault. Because you talk to him like he worse than, dog boo-boo on the sidewalk. And so with you talking to a man like that, he gonna want to leave. Make sure she know and understand that. Hey, I got 5 more minutes now. I got 5 more minutes. How should I feel about a man sending me a text pic of what he may think was a six-pack? I'm so turned off though. Now, you shouldn't feel about that. Just get your little laugh, turn them into a meme in Asia. Turn into a meme and put it on the Asian website so they get them a laugh over there. Like, don't get caught up in the petty. And that man he trying to get that keg into a six-pack. Encourage him. Oh, keep going, keep going. You're doing better, look better. And then sometimes when a man acts stupid, sometimes you got to jab a man little ego a little bit. Yeah, what were you trying to send? I'm not sure what I was looking at. Then he get the picture without you actually saying something. Famous 423, God bless you. Boy, I didn't lie. I have a 5-year-old daughter whose father never been in her life. He reaches out every year asking how she's doing, then disappear. Am I wrong? Am I doing wrong to my daughter if I don't respond next time? You're not doing wrong to her, but if all he gonna do is just pop in and ask that question, that's just for his sanity. And you got to decide if you feel like he deserved that. If you don't feel like he deserved that because he don't want to be all in, then you don't have to answer it. But I would answer it because it's obviously giving him his fix and what he needs, making him feel like he's doing his job as a daddy and he keeping his distance. If you don't answer, he may come knocking on the door and cause you some problems. Because a man like that who got a child and only check in once a year, that's a dangerous man. That's a crazy man. And so with that type of man, if you telling him she's doing great, she got straight A's, this, that, and third, will keep him at bay and he going about his business, then keep doing that. Because for a man to do that, he ain't no good. A lady indeed, God bless you for that blessing. Okay, I see you next when you had a question. You talked about your wife not entertaining, even talking about during the initial stages of the conversation. What if you both get weak? Has he then pegged you as easy? He necessarily pegged you as easy because what you got to realize, not every man gonna read into stuff the way I read into stuff. So if he used to every woman getting ready for the bed at that same time frame, then he's not going to see you as any different. You're just another woman. But the thing about it is he could meet another woman that she's not going to be with that. Now he's going to understand that this is another level of class and self-love and self-worth. And that's where he compares you to, and that's how you lose out. But he may not see you as easy. But you got to also ask yourself, why you getting weak? You need to talk to your life coach, read your book, write your letter, have an accountability partner so you can stay strong. Treasure, God bless you. Accidentally told a man I was abstinent, former player. He brought up marriage and living together hypothetically. How to go about it now? Stay abstinent. Stay abstinent. If he want to marry you, say, well, when we get married, then we could live together. Keep all your standards. Keep everything in order. Don't move in with him if you're not married to him. Don't get on your back because he get engaged to you. Keep your standards and let him play himself. Lala Raleigh, God bless you. Bless you for that blessing. My ex and I started back talking after 6 months, after he constantly kept hitting me up. One day I hit him up first. He only replied once and never heard from him till the next day. I've been ignoring him for 6 days, but he still has not reached out. What to do? Close the door and move on with your life. Now you realize that you went back to the wrong situation. When you go back and y'all already tit for tat, playing mind games, catch me when you can, Tom and Jerry, and the mouse, and the rat, and the cat, you went back to the wrong thing. So realize that now, so you can move on, because it already was 6 months apart. So you went back, you tried it, go on about your business. Yemi, God bless you. God bless you. Joya, bless you, Tony, for the coach's call this morning. It blessed me. Hey, thank you so much. I remember you asked a question, and you from Polk County, Florida, I believe you said, my hometown. Now, for those of you who not a life coach yet, make sure you go to TonyGassonAcademy.com. And especially if you mess around and get your old stimulus, you get your certification like Joya did. We have monthly calls where I'm going to be answering coaches' questions, helping you build your coaching business. And then you could join my mentor.life, and that's where you meet your clients. So with my mentor.life, coaches who never coached a client actually getting their first client because of the website. So, but first you got to get certified. And remember, the coupon code is my mentor. Make sure you hit when you click buy, it's going to take you to the checkout page. On that checkout page, you got to hit have a coupon. You hear me? Because if you don't click have a coupon and then put in my mentor and then hit apply, you're not going to get your little discount. And then after that, Guianne saying, baby, what did I say? Guianne said she want to know what she said now to get put in timeout, because I thought I saw her in timeout. So Guianne, you got to make sure you have no typos in what you're saying. And sometimes with this chat, what y'all got to realize too, sometimes a person could be typing something and they might be saying, that's stupid, or calling somebody a name, but they talking to the person that somebody was asking about. So sometimes I read something in the chat and I realize the person answering somebody else's question or addressing somebody no good husband or wife or boyfriend or girlfriend, and I be thinking they talking to me. So, y'all be careful in that chat. I done went over time. Purity for Kids, God bless you. Hey, thank y'all so much for being on here. I try to do this 90 minutes so I keep my energy right. So God bless you. And if my body feeling okay, I'm going to do one for the night shift tonight, probably around 7. I got to see what the president and them doing with they live stream. And I try to do it after they live stream, because I try to watch them get up there and tell they love stuff they be talking about. But God bless you. We'll talk soon. Thank you for everybody who sent a blessing. And thank you for everybody who's a member of the Blessed Tribe, because that's a blessing in itself. So thank you very much, and we'll talk soon.